はい、こんにちは、ダリージャンです。ホグワーツレガシー、レイブンクロー編第2回目やっていきたいと思います。
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
OWLs?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Here you are. 違う理由やってる。本当に1時間で起きてしまったらしいけど、もうちょっと量の中見ようと思ってた。
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
この
You
後
would
し
be
ばらく
wise
ね、
to take full
ウィーズ
advantage
先生
of
につ
this
いていかないといけないんですよ
exceptionally
ね。
valuable
じゃないと
resource.
怒られるんですよ。余計なとこ行くなって。
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of
可
what
愛い
I'm
な、この
learning?
主人公。
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the
ほ
test.
ら、強制移動。なるほどね。ここの螺旋階段をこう降りてきて、こう行って、ここの玄関に行って、ここのメイン玄関に来るっていう感じね。
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding
あ
lore.
かん。レベルできん、ここ。レベルしても出てこへん。さっきあったのに。あかんわ。先生がレベルをしなさいって言うまで、フィールドガイドページが見つかられへん。先生、とりあえず私、とっととストーリー進めたいん
I
で、それでもっと
certainly
早く歩い
would
て
have
くれませんか？行
appreciated
くなら行く
something
でいい
like
け
the
ど。
field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
はい。はい。はい。ああ、はいはいはい。わかったわかったわかった。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。
Clever, isn't it? Keep your
こ
eyes
れガイ
open
ド
for more
をこれを
opportunities
しない
like
にする
that
っていうのはできたから
inside and outside of the castle.
な。ちょっと待ってくださいね。インベントリ装備マップクエストチャレンジ設定。あ、これこれ。これで、これは音声だろ？音声、モーションセンサー、カメラ、飛行操作、カメラの照準、モーション相手、感度、照準、これじゃないな。これじゃないな。メニューリーダー。それいらん。カメラの揺れはなし。色黒標準、呪文、スティックの入れ替え、左、激化に出てるのか。オーディオビジュアライザー、どれだどれだどれだどれだどれだどれだどれだあ、この雲恐怖症モードこれオフでいいわ。変えとこう。これじゃない。あ、間違えた。それじゃなくって、これだったっけ？アカウント情報違う。HUD アイコン、追跡アイコン。通常表示、クエストの通知。これはいい。 スピードレベルアップの数値表示、呪文有利、ラフトナイムやミニマップの表示、敵が動いてます。特別な通知の表示、0表示。あれこれじゃないないのかなあれ。なさそうだな。チュートリアルを飛ばすとかさ。
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
さっきの例えば、なんとかしましょう、なんとかしましょうみたいなのいちいち出すのがだるいから、もう知ってるからさ。あれを飛ばしたいんだけど。
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
はい。はい。大階段。はい。よいしょ。中央ホール。ちょっと、はい。移動。OK。
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
はい。この辺の疑問はもういいかな、聞くのは。ありがとうございます、先生。
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
実はそうです。簡単に言うか。
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning. Yes, you seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
どんな反応するかね、フィグ先生。
Good
ちょっ
luck
と喋っちゃった
today.
けど。
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about
言われるね、やっぱりこれ。
exploring
今日助けることで
ruins?
いいですね、大したことでは。喋りすぎてはいないと。大したことではないです。
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
はいはい。あ、マップを開くかな、先のね。はい。はい。はい。はい。はい。Okay.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
そりゃそうだろうな。さっきから話そんなに聞いてないよね。はい。ここはもう使ったから。違う。こうか。あ、違う、行き過ぎた。こう。こっちだ。さっきこっちだ。目の前打ちに対する防御術だからこっちだ。未だかつてないぐらい早くで打つ。Is that all you've got? セバスチャン好きやわやっぱり。
Levioso! Professor Hecat! Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull.
これでも使ってこれ落として勝とうとしたってゼロスちゃんなまあまあと悪ガキやん。
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
アレンジばっかしてたらね、やっぱりきちんとそのベースの基礎ができていなければ。レビオソ。
レビオソ。
レビオソ。
Now, let's try something a little larger.
レパルソレパルソ突然入ってきた美少女転校生。
Let us begin with the basic cast.
はい。どうやったっけ？設定するんじゃないの？
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
はい。先に
Very good.
先出してレビオスを
But
設定
the
しよ
best
う
way
と
to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Good form.
I know.
悪くないね。
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick match.
All of my students take a step. I do like your life duel. Use the basic cast when
反
your
撃の
opponent's
手が
guard
与え
is
ない。
down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
やってました。
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
でもセバスチャンと仲良
perhaps
くし
this
ちゃダメなん
wasn't
だよ
your
な。
first duel.
決闘初めて。あ、でもどうだ、まあいいか。
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention
Ah, what did you
and
have that?
talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
今までどう答えたかわかんない。怪しいね。
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes,
常否定
to
的
keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the
だからみんな
most
魔法
out of your
に
time at
こう傾倒して
Hogwarts,
いくっていう。
you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
なんかこ
Pleasure
の
chatting
選
with
手
you.
に関しては
I'm
さ、
sure
なん
I'll
かあ
see
ん
you
まり
soon.
こ
Perhaps
う、はいはい
somewhere
みたいな感じ
unsanctioned.
ですよね。
We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're
ルー
interested.
カンブラトルピー。
Till next time.
じゃあまたな。ちょっと邪魔しないであげるのに。呪文学の授業に行く。OK。 て。こうちょっとつけとこう。見つけたらさすがにそこはつけていく。ここはあった？ここはないな。ここはないな。もうちょっと上。マップが頭から抜けてるからな、もう。呪文学の教室行くのはいいけど、行く前にちょっとつけときたい。 OK。 よし、OK。
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Anyone? Anyone?
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Obliviate? Obliviate?
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Okay, Accio.
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 That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
オナイに帰ったことないんだよな。オナイナティ。あ、待って、セバスチャンとさ、可愛い子ちゃんさ、ハフルパフの可愛い子ちゃんさ、この身長さ、尊かったな、今。体格さ、左の方にいた。
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
そこに、それちょっと。
So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
これちょっとちゃんと練習しないとな。負けたくねえんだよな、私。
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstone. That's it! Stay focused. Splendid!
ちょっと早かったな。
Excellent control there.
オッケー。わかった。30入ったぐらいで話せばいい感じかな。
Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
早くやるよ、ナジ。
Let us do this.
邪魔をする。オッケー、わかった。あれを。外に押し出すのはちょっと無理だったな。オッケー、いけるわ。よし、ナイス。
Well done. Watch this.
欲張らないで大丈夫。私の方がまだ勝ってるから、あと10点でいいから。はい。はっはー。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
さあやるよ。
This round settles it all.
妨害。よし。
That's it.
Lisa. There we go. Brilliant.
同点か。
Watch this.
50出さなきゃいけないから私は結構きついな。オッケー。
Splendid.
はは。私の勝ちだ。
Very good, both of you. Well done.
前回はあれだったからな。同点勝って同点だったか同点で勝ったんだったか忘れたけど、今回は完勝だった。
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
私にそのもの必要ない。一人で大丈夫。
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
If you would.
You'd be using it on clothing.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. 次は
Hello.
クエスト。これ行かなきゃいけないかな。
Coming along.
次の指令入んないかな。あ、来た来た来た来た来た。はい。通常時間別に行ってもいいんだけど。間違えた。
Off on another adventure, are we?
私は着々とストーリーを進めたいから今は。ちょっと待ってくださいね。
He's in at the present moment.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a Streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
あ、すみません。ちょっとずっとマイク切ってました。ちょっと個人情報出そうな感じだったんで危なかったんで切らせてもらいました。どっちか行けって、ちょっとセバスチャンにちょっと厳しかったルートですから、ちょっとナティの方。
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And
ナティにも厳しく当たるつもりではおるん
she'll
ですが。
keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
はい。最後。ローニン先生にもちょっと話しかけなあかんらしくて。はい。
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
余分な話は一切しないような。
Revelio.
はい。これ目の前にあるから。はい。握手を。
This is the right area. Got it.
あとは
Revelio.
握手しなきゃいけないんだよな。あ、ここちょっとあるわ、ここ。変身術の中には。
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
どこにあるかな、ページ。
Brilliant.
結構集めなきゃいけないな、発売って。こうやってないといけないな、8枚。どこにある？どこにあるかな。1枚か。まあまああるな。まあまああるな。ちょっと待てな。ちょっと上に上がった上のところに確かあったんだよな。ここに1個あるんだよ。ここにこれがあってで、あとはそっか、開けてないのか。分かった。違う。大広間じゃないな。大階段。違うな。ここだ。図書館の別館で、中央ホールは飛べるから中央ホールに飛んで、 中央ホールのあるだろここに。飛んでなかったこう中央ホール。あるあるある。飛んでる。あ、こっちはあれか、薬草学か。間違えた。どこだったっけ？こっちだ。ここ飛んでなかったっけ、ここ。あ、ダメだ。ここもダメだな。やることやらないとそれから出してくれない。それをされるのと困るんだよな。どこにある？どこにある？今何個集めた？アローネ先生の元に戻れる？いける？いけるっぽい。もう8枚集めたっけ私。OK。
I trust the preliminary tasks were...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Okay, ちょっと長いなこれ。Okay.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio.
あれ？ここなんかある？これ関係ないのか。はい。で次がホーグズミードへようこそ。レパロがねちょっと必須なんですよねこれは。入り口でナティと出会う。ということで、ナティが待ってるので、行きましょう。出し。もう、でもさっき確かに、入り口どこだったっけ？出したかなあ、中庭に行っちゃった。やだ、バカ私。あ、いけてるわ。あ、
Hello, looking for me?
あ、いるじゃん。はい。
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
ハリーと一緒ですね。原作のハリーが確かグリーンだったんだったかな。めっちゃカチャカチャ言ってるなコントローラーが。
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes. I plan to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making. Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
ここでナティも、まあ、要は父親の死に直面してるから見れるわけじゃないですか。ここであれを信じられた森も
as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think they're calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. There's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess, I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
なんか一緒にこうやって走っての青春な感じするね、ちょっと。めっちゃ急ぎ足いけない。歩いていけない。
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange.
意外とあれ体力すごいよね。
Everything was so
こう
new and unfamiliar.
走りながら喋れる
I'm
っていう。
getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too.
ショートカット。
And getting out to the castle and exploring helped me.
なんて置き去りにした。もういい、分かったよ。早く来いてめ。
Home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
もう、はいはい。
You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
分かったから。
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and Aryan.
早く。
Terrifying.
もうそろそろ立ち止まって喋ってくれる
She'll be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
その中にはいっぱいデミガイズいるよ。
Oh, Mr. Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
Yes.
And here we are.
ナティ何ぶつ
It
こう
is
とするん
hard
だ
to
った
know
っ
where
け
to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeyduke's. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
はい。ホグズミード。学術書専門店。ここに行こう。
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Hey. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station. Yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
はい、ありがとうございます。はい、じゃあオリバンダーの店に行って、あとはオリバンダーの店どれだっけ？それだ。あ、ここだ。はい、頼もう。
Blooming beard, not a gem.
I'll be right with. Ah, it's you.
Just a moment, please.
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry.
こっちによってもちろんほんまやったら値段違うんでしょうね。オリバンダーさんこうやつ探してくれるけど。自分ぴったりにそんなにあるやつじゃなくていいからもっと安いのじゃないですか。
13.75 dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
いい杖はまた買いに来るんで、とりあえず何でも安いやつでいいんでみたいな。そこまで合わなくてもいいですけどみたいな。安いやつの中からみたいな選んでくれませんかみたいな。
Looks like it's back to the shelf for you.
そういうのないですよね。
This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Take it. さあ、選びましょう。ねじれた螺旋台ですよ。
How intriguing.
ナチュラルグレー。あ、色ね、これは。ハニーブラウン。アッシュブラウン。ライトブラウン。あ、あれだ、これは形だな、やっぱり。
How intriguing.
どれがいいかな。これにしようかな。
Curious indeed.
めっちゃシンプルな。あ、これ綺麗やな。これにしようかな。
How intriguing.
うん。あんま悩んでる時間ないんですよね。もう放送の尺終わりやから。これでもうこれにしよう。めっちゃ綺麗な。木の種類は何でもいいです。正直。もう特に今関係ないし。
Curious indeed.
変わることで別に木目変わるわけじゃないから。長さはね、これ変わると思うんですよ。
How intriguing.
短くていいわ。めっちゃ短くしよう。柔軟性。かなり長いやつ。よくしないと。しならない。わずかにしなる。曲がらない。強肩、硬め、頑丈、硬い、脆い、柔らかい、男性あり。振りきしなやか、しなやか。わずかに男性あり。振りやすい。おでこで振りやすい。かなりしなる。よくしなる。やや曲がりやすい。かなり曲がりやすい。かなり曲がりやすい。ユニコーンの縦感じ。白っぽい感じで、ね。
A unicorn hair wand is most. What do you think?
似合ってますね、この白いのと。一番短くしました、長さは。
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match? Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
ありがとうございます。はい、それではあとは、あと 2点に行きたいところなんですが、お時間の方がもうね、あとそろそろ1分を切ってますので、またね、次回続きやっていきたいと思います。ちょっと間、空けます。ちょっと私他に今やりたいことあるんで、ちょっとそっちやってからね、始めようと思います。それではご視聴ありがとうございました。また次の回でお会いしましょう。さようなら。